Hey there, welcome back to Willow Creek. We are finishing up Mrs. or is it Ms.? I can't remember what I did. Ms. Hattie's tea house today. So let's go ahead, jump on into build mode. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, we're gonna be finishing up this tea house today, and I'm just going to show you. I've added like these two paintings things. This wall was kind of bare, just to kind of give that a little bit of something. It's the same thing, I just kind of like did it in different swatches just to make it look a little bit more higgledy-piggledy. And then I also added some more paintings to the front of here, and I just kind of added a few little things here and there all throughout just to give it some balance. I feel like before it wasn't as balanced on the last episode. So yeah, that's the only changes I've really made. So we're working on today the kitchen and the bathroom and then this back patio area. So I've got everything pretty much all picked out. I've also added just a couple of outside lights here just so that in the evening, you know, it'll be lit up. So I'm gonna start in the bathroom, and I've picked out these tiles, and I feel like, well, these are from For Rent. Yeah, For Rent. And I just feel like these were fancy enough. I've been wanting to use these, but I just haven't really found the build yet that I've just could use them in. They're very spectacular, and I wanted to give them a building that would do them justice. So I've just pre-picked these out, just the little sections, just to kind of hurry things along a little bit for you guys. And yeah, I like these a lot. I feel like they go really well with these, what is it, the Riviera kit? Yeah, the Riviera Retreat kit with those tiles. These are from that newer kit. So I'm putting those down, and then I'm going to have just one toilet stall. Right across from that, I am fitting in a infant changing table. I always want to add them. As a mom myself, I know not every place has these, and it can be really difficult, like trying to change them in the car. I don't know, it's a pain. But then I've just got, I think this is just a base game sink. I have it in this green and marble swatch. I thought this was really cute, and I feel like it fits with everything else that we've got. And I have this really fancy base game mirror. I like that. I think that is, if you're gonna have a mirror like this somewhere, it's gotta be in a place like this or in some castle or something. So this is just like the next best thing. And then I also have, I'm gonna use this really like nice, I call it really nice. I mean, it's just a normal soap dispenser, but I feel like if you're going to a place like this, normally you just have like that very basic one. And this is a little bit more fancy. This one's gonna have some extra goodies in it. Maybe that's like a hand soap and a hand lotion. And of course they smell like rose or lavender or something like that, of course. So you've got that right there by the sink. I also have a paper towel dispenser that I wanted to put over here on this side. I wish we had more paper towel dispensers because we only have this one from like Get to Work or something. And just, should I put it in black? I just don't think the black really goes. So I'm doing it in that kind of silvery color. It doesn't really go either, but it's better. I don't know. They're not really going to use them anyway. I just wish we had more because we only have that one. And I feel like in public restrooms, we need more than one kind. I don't know. Maybe I'll move that down here and move that over here directly above. Yeah, I think that fits a bit better. I was just going to put like a hand towel in here, but even for a fancy place like this, I just feel like that's kind of unhygienic and gross. So we're doing the paper towels. I'm also putting in this base game, just little trash can. Again, they're not really using these for paper towels, but probably for diapers and stuff, they probably would need it. So that's what I'm putting there. Then I'm thinking I want to use a different light. So I'm going to take those two out. And I think I would like to use maybe one of these here and one of these here, possibly. I just think that is a little bit cuter than what we had. I was debating on if I wanted to use these little sconce lights, and I still might. Let's see. It's just that there's no really place to put them. I guess I could put it above the toilet. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll put one of those above the toilet. Take that one out, possibly. Should I put some kind of little window above? Maybe so. Maybe I'll put them up above, kind of like here and here. That will just give us a little bit of natural light in there. I don't think that's too bad at all. I still might want to add another one of these though, or maybe another one of these somewhere. Oh no, I don't like that. I think I'm just gonna add another ceiling light over here, possibly. Yeah, I think that will do. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of the sconce light. There really is there's no point to that, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I think that would be okay. I'm not sure about the windows. I'm gonna leave them for now and see how we feel about them. Because I'm thinking maybe I should just do 3. If I'm gonna do them, maybe just do 3. I just don't like how that... Well, I guess it could have been installed because that's just, the brackets are like here and that's just kind of rusting against that window. So that's not so bad. It's not like it's really cutting in. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm just being fussy, but I like that better with the 3 than just like the 2. That looked weird to me. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to move on along because we don't have to do all of that. We don't have to be that fussy about it now. Come on. So I'm just going to do my basic terracotta tiles and frumpy walls because this is a kitchen that no one cares about, no one's going to see. It does not have to be fancy, and that's how most kitchens are because they get dirty, they need to be hosed down, you know. So of course I am, even though it's not needed, I'm putting a refrigerator in here. And I am going to put a little trash can just for continuity's sake. We don't really need it, but I am putting one. And then even though technically we've already met our requirements for a sink, I am going to put this industrial looking sink on here as well, or in here as well. And this is a little soap dispenser that I'm going to be using. I'm just going to put this right here, probably size it down one. Yeah, there we go. Again, I've said that before in another video, but we need new soap dispensers because this is some old booty. Like just one of these, that's all you get. And if you don't have the pack, if you don't have Get to Work, then you don't have this. I mean, what are you using otherwise? I guess there's like maybe that other soap dispenser that I was talking about, the quote-unquote fancier one, but that ain't really cutting it for me, like for everything. It doesn't look like something you would find in any kind of commercial capacity or anything like that. But again, that's just me being fussy today. I know that. I'm just putting paper towel dispensal right here. I've got one of these as well because I always think about the workers. I'm also going to put this non-slip rug just here for the sink. I think I want to put the sink in that orientation. I don't know, it just looks a little bit better to me. And then I can put this guy over here. That makes more sense to me actually, so let's do that. Yeah, I think like that. I think that will do a bit better for me. And I've just got a few things for the walls over here by the stove, just to give it a little bit more realness. And I've got just this little knife set as well, so that it looks like they can actually prep stuff. Like they have a few of these things, but like, are you really going to be prepping a lot of this stuff with wooden spoons, a spatula, and a meat bopper and a baby bottle? What? What's a meat bopper? I don't know, but that's what it was. And I'm also going to be putting this fire extinguisher because I feel like we need it. I feel like it just makes me feel better if there's a fire, even though it's not real, that we would have it on hand, you know? So that, I believe that is the commercial kitchen done. I think that is all of our requirements for the restaurant done. And then we're gonna move on out to the dining area out here. So to address this little gap here, because I can't do anything with it, I'm putting in this little tree. I believe this is from City Living. Let me double check that. Yeah, that is Tree in a Box from City Living. So yeah, there you go. Gap addressed. And I wanted to like put something out here by, like, to have that view, I guess, of the skating rink, but of like, you know, the water, if you kind of gaze past the skating rink a little bit. So I was thinking about putting some just single chairs, kind of like how we did, or single serving tables, how we did in the front here. But I thought it would be nice to kind of hang out with friends or whatever, have a date, or I don't know, something with your mother-in-law and sister-in-law. I don't know. I'm just thinking outside the box here, and just have a nice afternoon in the sun, drinking some tea and having some sandwiches or something. So I did a 3-seater, and I'm going to do actually 2 of these. And in that, I'm going to turn the grid on because I need to be able to see what I've got, because I've got this heater that I wanted to put in the middle. This is from Dine Out, if you didn't know that. Again, this is the only one like this that we have, and I understand, you know, but it's kind of like that whole thing where we only had hot tubs in one of the packs, and now we have like a free hot tub. Why don't they just like give us more free stuff, like, or add it to other packs or something? I don't know. It's just like having one of something is kind of, with not a lot of variations, it's kind of I'm complaining a whole lot today. Sorry guys, but I'm putting this little tree out here, this bergamot tree, and I'm putting it in that red swatch. I just thought that was pretty cute. And on the other side of that, I wanted to put out this little tree. This is from Paranormal, I believe. Yeah, I mean, it's the Palm Reader's palm tree. Yeah, that's from the Paranormal Stuff pack. And just in that black swatch, just to give it a little bit of symmetry, but not too much. I've got this from Jungle Adventures, which I'm just putting here. There you go. And then I thought this would be nice to just have a couple of 4-seaters out here. So they match the same tables that are out front, but they're going to be 4-seaters for even more seating, just because I feel like we need that. There we go. And then on those, I'm just going to plop some of these menu thingies on. Okay, so that is that done. And then I've got this fountain, which I don't know. I felt like it would be nice to have a little bit of a water trickle out here. You know, you really can't see the water as well because of this monstrosity in the way, but there is water, and so maybe it would be nice to have a little bit of semblance of that, you know, a little bit of peace. So I wanted to let's turn off the daytime. I wanted to put some party lights out here, but the party lights that we have, they don't quite go the entire length, so they looked a little bit wonky and odd, and I didn't want to size them up. It was a whole ordeal. So I'm just deciding to put these on the fence, just like this. Okay, there we go. Yep, I think that looks very good. I think it gives it a little bit more pizzazz and a little bit more sparkle, but still staying kind of classy and not so like, you know, American party. Like, these are the other ones that we have. We have a couple of different options, and these weren't so bad. They have different swatches of this, but you see, it just doesn't quite go, like, it doesn't quite go all the way across, and it would look weird if I put one, you know, it was just kind of off. So instead of that, we are just doing those others. And I guess we also have this from the toddler pack, which I was tempted to use, but again, they're a bit short. And then making them larger, it just was too large, and I didn't want to deal with all that. So that's what we've got instead. I could have done like this type of number where I have it like this, but I'd have to put, you know, it was no, I'm not doing that one. We can just put these along and call it a day. So the last things I'm going to be putting in are inside the actual dining room. This is the waiter station, which I just thought that would be a nice place for it over here, just out of the way. Normally I put that in the kitchen, but I just thought this might be a little bit okay over here. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It just kind of fits over here in that little nook. And there are plenty of places, fancy restaurants, where you actually have that out and about too. And I'm also putting this cafe speaker. I always hesitate to put music or speakers in cafes or restaurants specifically because the waiters and waitresses always be dancing instead of doing what they're supposed to do. It's annoying. I don't know. I used to put like televisions in the break rooms too. For what? Because, or like computers at like the reception table, but like for what? Because they just use them all the time. And I guess why put them there if you don't want them to be used? Fair enough. But still, if you want some ambiance. Why am I ranting today? Why am I like this? I don't know. You know what I think though? I think we could use a coat rack in here. Yeah, I think we could use a coat rack in here. And let's make it into the white swatch. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that is it. We're gonna take a little bit of a tour. And yeah, we're gonna see what we did. Okay, so here we are on the outside. This is dining tables for 2. And I think there's, yeah, like the front ones are for 3, but still very cozy, very romantic, very Parisian in my opinion. And here we are at the front entrance, and that is the little reception area where basically you go and ask to be seated. But I wanted this to feel like you could come in here and buy little pastries or cakes or whatever you felt like. And lots and lots and lots of art in here, lots of plants and flowers and mirrors, actually. Little one-seater tables. And on through the booth area here. A little table. And there we are from that angle. And then we have this little dining area over here. Very, very cute. And just taking a little peek at the back here. Oh, I like that. I think that is just what I wanted. This place looks expensive and fancy to me. I don't know about you, but I have a tea party here. And we're just gonna go right into the little in-between hall. This is a little rest area, and it will also take you to the restroom and to the kitchen area. So the restroom looks a little bit like that. Not too bad. You can even change your infant in here. They have a dirty diaper. Very good. Right into the kitchen, and it's a bland little commercial kitchen with everything that you will need to cook. So we're gonna go back out into the hall and out the back door if you want to do some al fresco dining. So we've got just a quaint little area over here with a water feature and a very lovely view of a skating rink and a little bit of a view of a park area and some water just in the background there. But I do think this is really cute, and I think it's very fancy and chic, and I quite like it. And I love that there is like this little apartment up here, and it just looks very cute. I like it quite a lot. So I do believe that is all for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And if you watch this entire series all the way through, I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope that you enjoyed the slower process of it and just took your time with me to build it out. And I'm really pleased with how this came out. So I do believe that the next door, I want to make it into, I wanted to make it into a flower shop, but now I'm kind of thinking I want to make it into a candy shop because of the Spaldings, but I'm not really sure. And I might actually hold off into making the next door because the new, I think it's Love Struck, expansion pack has been announced actually as of today officially. And so that was last week for you guys. But the world looks like it's got a lot of like neat things I might want to use for either one of those shops. So that might be something that we kind of hold off on until the end of July. But I don't know. I still might go ahead with it because I don't like the way it looks with just like the blank kind of like basic thing on the side here, but we might get to it. We might not. I have some other things planned as well that are going to be just as nice. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a like and a comment. That helps me out tremendously. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.